have to be seen to be believed. This crowd in silver and black, they are fired up as their Raiders get set to face off with the Dallas Cowboys. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And he'll very wisely take a knee here as they'll bring this one out to the 25 on the touchback. Now the first carry for Marshawn Lynch. And he'll work his way across the 30 to the 32. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
That run right there was an offensive line coach's dream, wasn't it? Guys picked up all of their assignments, created a nice gap for the running back to get through. Pick up 7 yards. Yeah, he's probably chortling on the headset right now, saying, we got it going, boys. Let's keep it going.
Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. And that's it. Third play of this opening drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 3. Now Carr on the bootleg. A bullet throw, but incomplete.
Now that's a great opening series defensively. You force what should be a 3-and-out on your opening possession.
And great coverage there on 3rd down to force the incompletion to set up 4th. 6-year man Marquette King on to punt. He'll kick it away after a 3-and-out on the opening drive of the game. He gets this away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. And this will be out of bounds at the what here? The 12-yard line. They'll run with Elliott. Ezekiel Elliott going to take it the distance. He's at the 30. 10. Touchdown, Cowboys. Ezekiel Elliott, 88 yards. And the Cowboys have taken the early lead. They blitzed defensively there, but he was able to slip through that first layer, and then he was gone.
I think they won the leverage game, didn't they?
Yes.
Right? They saw the blitz coming. That got to him a little bit, but they leveraged it perfectly and found not just a crease, a gigantic hole. And off he goes, and he's still going all the way to the end zone.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. So out come the Raiders. You know, Charles, season winding down. Time to maybe look ahead to the offseason. What do you see these guys going after either in the draft or free agency?
Well, with the season that they're having, just about every position is up for grabs right now. No one is really safe, but the focal point's always the quarterback position. And he may be auditioning to try and stay with his own current team. I think he's auditioning for the rest of the league to try and find a spot because I think this team is looking for a new quarterback.
They go play action here on first down. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Demarcus Lawrence in there for the 20th time this year as he continues what could be a record-setting season. throw on second down. They dump it off to Lynch. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for third down.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
Carr going to try and throw on third down. He finds Cook. And he'll be knocked down sideways. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. We'll take a break and get a report from Oakland after this. Throwing on first down is Carr. Room to run past midfield. Crabtree with it over the middle. They've got another first down. The Raider passing game clicking on all cylinders right now. On first down, Carr. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Tyrone Crawford in there to sack him, and that is 10 for him now on the year. On second down, here's Carr. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. It'll be a gain of 4. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on third and long. Carr to throw after the play fake to Lynch. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up fourth down.
This defense not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. It came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
Here's Marquette King now. On for his second punt. He'd take a repeat of his first. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. Oh, he'll field it in the end zone. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Cowboys will take over here at the 20. And out now come the Cowboys. And they hit the home run last drive. One play on the ground all the way to the house. Now the defense, maybe they're expecting a run here.
Partner, I love your description because when we talk about hitting the home run, we're usually thinking about a passing play, aren't we? Something in the air, deep ball. But how about them just taking it big-time jaunt? Now if you're coming back out, now they've established this run game, the play-action pass could very well be open.
Now a play fake here on first down. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And it's incomplete. Boy, he doesn't drop many like that one. Second down.
How about this offense already feeling good about themselves with a touchdown already in their first drive? They've certainly come out firing, even though that one was incomplete.
With the 7-0 lead, more apt to take a shot like that downfield?
Hey, you're one to the good. Go ahead and try and press your advantage.
Second down here after the incomplete pass. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. The hook up good to Marquise Wilson. And they're able to get this one across the 35. He goes for 18 there as the drive will continue. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing, playing against a good quarterback like he is, to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. and you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
A first down throw for Prescott. Out left side here to Bryant. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. He got 29 yards that time.
And let's face it, what we just saw there, not a surprise, is it? I mean, this is what he does well. And if you don't tackle him as soon as he catches the ball, this is the end result. Big yardage afterwards.
Got the speed, the agility, so good with run after catch. And we're only in the first quarter, so they better get a... wrangling a hold on that quickly.
Yeah, you're exactly right. And what's really difficult to try and defend him is if you want to press him so that you get him on the ground quickly after the catch, a lot of times he'll just run past you at the initial point of contact, and he'll go deep.
So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels. A first down carry by Elliott. They find some open field here. Space to run past the 20. Touchdown, Cowboys! Ezekiel Elliott, his second touchdown of the game, 17th on the year. And the Cowboys will extend their lead. And a pair of rushing touchdowns now for him in the first quarter.
And I'm liking what I'm seeing from his big guys up front because they're winning the leverage game. How many times we talk about low man wins, right? Move the defensive front aside, create those gaps and holes. He's found his way through them for 2 touchdowns.
And after both of those touchdowns, he went right up to that O-line and hit each of them on the helmet. He recognized
That's a smart man. You know what else he should do? If this continues, take them all to dinner.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Now the Raiders offense, they get set to head back on the field. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. So on the big tight end, holding.
Each and every year, we talk about very few tight ends coming into the league that are polished blockers or asked to do it a lot in college. So it's a constant struggle and a constant fight to learn how to do it without holding.
They fake the handoff. Now Carr. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. Cooper was the intended target, and that'll bring up second down.
We'll put a check mark in the box where the defense coordinator was saying, how well can we stay with these receivers if we're in man coverage? Because he just did it on that one, forced the incompletion. That'll allow him to get bolder with his pass rush, won't it?
Absolutely. Frees up your guys elsewhere. Now Carr throwing on second down. And this is incomplete. Michael Crabtree, the intended receiver, third down here.
Let's face it, if you want to get back into the game, these are the kind of throws you got to hit. He's wide open right there. Got to be able to get it to him, don't you think?
And those are the throws that haven't been available to them every time he's dropped a pass. Yeah, that's a big miss. Carr now to throw. And unable to connect on the long pass. It falls down incomplete.
And absolutely zero surprise that one was incomplete, huh? I mean, truthfully, how many OCs have we seen with 3rd and 20 on their play sheet and go, oh, I've got the exact play to dial up?
No, that's just a head scratching down when you're facing a 3rd and 20. Tried to complete it, couldn't get it done. Here's Marquette King now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And he's getting a workout here in this first quarter as he gets it away. That's pulled in at the 32. It'll go as a 50-yard punt, 6 yards on the return. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. And now here come the Cowboys. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
Hoping now to get back in the end zone on this 4th possession. They start on the ground with Elliott. And he's got room. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Give him 12 yards on that one. It earns him a fresh set of downs. Now they're making a real first quarter statement with a run game, no doubt.
For those who remember old school football, running it, establishing things, seeing backs find holes, get through them, they've got to like what they're seeing from this unit so far. Right now, they've decided to, as you've said, establish the run game, and they've been successful doing it.
They keep on the ground with Elliott. And some room to roam now. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 20-yard line. He's able to rip off 32 on that one. It's a 1st down.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
And now a 1st down following that long gain. They'll bring a tight end in motion left. On the ground, this is Smith. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Sometimes play calls boil down to philosophy. You know you're facing one of the top 10 units against the run in the NFL. So do you decide to keep smashing against them, or do you decide to throw the ball here?
And after the play on the ground, that brings up 2nd down here. They'll try to throw now. Prescott. That is caught inside the 5. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. James Hanna, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Cowboys will add on to their lead. Bailey now for the extra point. Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Raiders offense now making their way back out onto the field. So far they've had 3 drives, 3 punts. Not good.
Not good indeed, because you've got to have something to show for being out on the field. Now sometimes if you have a game where neither side has scored, 3 punts isn't a bad thing. But when you're trying to set the pace, get up on top in a game, you've got to show better offense and find a way to put some points on the board.
Now on first down. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
Well, it doesn't take any great analysis. No jokes, partner, okay? All right, on this one. But we just know that we're going to see this as the game moves forward. There's going to be 2 guys on him on just about every snap.
It's kind of a dare to throw his way, but they have to keep throwing his way.
The benefits could be great. You throw it to a great receiver, he could come down with it anyway.
Back to the air on second down. It's Carr. He's going to get this one out to his fullback. And now it looks like we've got a Cowboy shaken up down there on the field. We'll take a break and get a report from Oakland after this. The Raiders on third down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 10. Throwing his Carr on third down. It finds Crabtree for the completion. A good pickup there of 20 yards.
Well, we're used to seeing the guy that you consider the #1 receiver double covered, but how about this guy? He's double covered and finds a way to make the play for a first down.
That's how you increase your Madden rating, right?
No doubt about that at all. And you know something? I think we'll hear about that from him soon.
First down, the run with Lynch. And he's going to bull his way forward to the 48. He'll get 4 yards on the carry there, and we will get to the end of the first quarter of play.
Switch! Check 50, check 50. Check.
Second down following the run.
Now, you waiting?
From the gun, it's Carr. Got it complete to Crabtree. And he's brought down. Carr to Crabtree, good for a Raider first down.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes a strong-armed guy who can rifle it in there, and they were able to successfully complete that one.
Throw left side to the tight end, Walford. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9. Looking to throw on second down. Carr. He'll dump it off complete to Lynch. They were looking to throw, holding on the big right tackle.
It's real simple, partner. Keep your hands inside in the chest area. You're probably okay. You get it out on the shoulders, get them wide. Usually going to pick up a holding call.
Get down. You waiting? Four down.
To throw on second down. Carr. Pressure, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back right around the 44. Stephen Paya, he's the one to get him, and that's sack number 7 for him on the year. Carr and the Raiders following the sack, looking up at a 3rd and long. Shotgun now for Carr. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
Here's Marquette King now. He's been one of their few bright spots so far. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. And problems spreading to the punt team now. This one goes all the way into the end zone on the fly, so that'll come back to the 20. The offense for the Cowboys now working their way back onto the field. On 1st and 10, Prescott. They'll set up the screen to Elliott. An excellent pickup of 34 yards.
The best passing attacks in the NFL often incorporate the guys out of the backfield catching the football. And that's what we just got on that play. As a primary receiver, not always just a check down, not always a safety valve. Sometimes they just get it to them right away because they have the matchup advantage.
Prescott looks to throw on first. Eluding the pressure right. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down.
I hope I don't sound too rah-rah on that one, but that's the exact right throw. Either your receiver gets it or no one gets it. Give him a lot of credit for being really precise with it.
Got rid of it. No one got it. Offense still needing 10 yards. 2nd down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. And a nice carry there of 15 yards.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
They go play action here on 1st down. His throw caught right around the 6. Touchdown, Cowboys. Dez Bryant, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Cowboys will extend their lead.
As a fan, is there anything prettier than a well-executed post route?
No, it's a thing of beauty, especially when it's done like that for a touchdown.
The throw, the catch, and how about the run after to get it to the end zone?
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. On the return, here's the dangerous Cordero Patterson. Now the Oakland offense heading back onto the field to take over. Typically down to the first half, I might say, oh, you at least need a field goal out of this drive. But they're down to the point where they need a touchdown, don't they?
Yeah, normally you know me. I mean, you've been around me for a while now, right?
Unfortunately.
I'm sorry about that. But normally I'm the one preaching patience.
Yeah.
You know, take your time. First half, you still got a chance. I think they're out of patience here. This has to be a drive that gets a touchdown. So if you're the play caller, you're going to that portion of the sheet that says big-time plays, specials, anything you can use to get yourself back into it.
And this one will go to the 28-yard line. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down.
It's vitally important to wrap him up immediately because if you let that big guy get a head of steam up, boy, then you've got real trouble trying to get him down.
But they're able to hold him to a short gain on 1st down.
Right. He's shot right here. Down to the right.
Carr to throw on 2nd down. And there is Amari Cooper, his first catch. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. A Raider first down as Carr finds Cooper. They'll run it now out of the gun. And very little room to maneuver. He'll get this down to about the 39. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean or else they'll just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Carr. And he will go down. A Cowboys sack. DeMarcus Lawrence in there for the sack, and that is now 21 for him on the year. Wow. Carr and the Raiders following the sack, looking up at a 3rd and long. Working from the gun, it's Carr. And he can't quite intercept it. Zone coverage, free safety was there. Couldn't come up with it, and now it's 4th down.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. Now this is fielded in the end zone. Oh, good move. A very good return that time. 18 yards. And the Cowboys will be backed up to start the drive. They'll have it 1st and 10. They play fake to Elliott. Now Prescott throwing the out route incomplete. It's Bryant. And they're going to get this one all the way up to the 35-yard line. A good pickup there of 20 yards. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. A really nice pickup of 14 yards, and it moves the sticks. Two minutes to play here in the first half. We'll come back to Oakland after this. Prescott now from the 50. And incomplete. Probably should have had that one, but with the game he's having tonight, maybe they'll let it go.
And it is true. You can draft the fastest. You can draft the most athletic guys. But if they don't know the art of positioning, sometimes it's all for naught. In this case, in the right spot, help force the incompletion.
Yeah, but had his hands on it for a second. Would have been a tough catch, though. Falls incomplete. Offense looking to avoid a 3rd and long. It's 2nd and 10. Prescott from the gun. Under pressure here, and down he goes. Sacked back at about the 43-yard line. Justin Ellis breaking through to get him for a loss of 7. They'll need a big play here. Will Dak and the Cowboys after the sack. It's 3rd and long. Out of the gun. Here's Prescott. And he's going to go down again. Khalil Mack in there to get him. And that is sack number 15 for him on the year. Now the 7th-year man, Chris Jones, on to kick, as he's on to punt for the first time tonight. And he was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. 51 yards on the punt there. And the Raiders will take over now 1st and 10. And now Oakland ready to take the field. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
On 2nd down, here's Carr. And the Cowboys' pressure gets there this time for the sack. DeMarcus Lawrence in there for sack number 22 on the year. Just a half sack shy now of Michael Strahan's record of 22.5 set in 2001. So we have reached halftime here with the visiting Cowboys out on top, as we will send you eastward to Orlando and Larry Ridley. He's standing by with our EA Sports halftime report. Take it away, Larry. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. This fielded at the 2. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. Out come the Cowboys now as they'll go on offense first here in this 3rd quarter. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively.
Hey, tight end's right. Watch tight end. We got 3, fellas. We got 3. Kill.
Off play action to Elliott. Here's Prescott. He's got him in. Complete. And all the way down to the 29. A big play here for Dallas. And even 40 yards. They'll run it now out of the gun. Oh, he's got some breathing room. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
And a new set of downs here after picking up the first on the ground. From the red zone now, Prescott. And incomplete. Probably should have had that one, but with the game he's having tonight, maybe they'll let it go. It's rare that a receiver of his caliber would drop one pass, but that's now 2 times he's had his mitts on one and lost it.
Yeah, and I don't think that they're going to lose confidence in him, though, because of the track record. Such a good player, maybe having a bad game, but I think they'll still go to him in a critical spot.
So incomplete on first. Let's see what second down has in store. Looking to throw. Prescott. That is caught inside the 5. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Dez Bryant, his 10th touchdown of the season, 2nd of the game. And the Cowboys continue to pour it on. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. Well, they try to swing it out left into the flat, complete, but really nice open field tackling.
And they played that one like a great boxer. They were on their toes on that one. They weren't back on their heels reacting to the play. No, they saw it, came right for it, and made a nice tackle for lost yardage.
To throw on second down, Carr. And now the ball's out. Carr lost it. Fumble.
On plays like this, when the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back, because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from it. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Cooper's got it. And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. Give him a first down, 15 yards that time for the Raiders. First down, Carr. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out, incomplete.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. On second down, Lynch. And an alley to run. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. 14 yards is the pickup there at a Raider first.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
And here comes play number 6 on this drive. Carl try it again on second down. And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. The rookie from Michigan, Taco Charlton. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. The Raiders on 3rd down. They've converted 3 times in 8 chances. This is 3rd and 17. Operating from the gun. Carr. Caught left side to Crabtree. And he is out of bounds, just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. They've got another first down. The Raider passing game clicking on all cylinders right now. Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Brandon, that play typifies what we've seen from the offense all day long. They've had no success getting things going. I think for the offensive coordinator, he's got to go to that side of the play sheet that says, try something different. Try some specials, something they haven't seen all day to try and get this offense kick-started.
He'll check this down to Lynch, complete. 7 yards on the play, and just like that, it's 3rd down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
The Raiders on 3rd down, not quite 50%, 4 for 9. This will be 3rd and 5. On 3rd down, they go Lynch. And he will have the first down across the 20 to the 19-yard line. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains. And now for the offense, this is play number 11 here on this drive. They run again on 1st down, Lynch. And he'll take this down for about 4 yards, down to the 15.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
Now Carr throwing on 2nd down. They dump it off to Lynch. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and it'll be 3rd down. He's already proven to be a factor in the running game on this drive. Now he gets involved in the passing game.
I think what we're seeing here is the modern version of workhorse in the NFL, being able to run it and catch it with equal proficiency.
They'll run it. Here's Lynch. And brought down, but not before he was able to break the tackle, and the extra effort moves the sticks. It's a gain of 6 as they're able to convert, and now it's 1st and goal. And a really long drive here, and it goes on and on. Now Carr. That is caught at the 7-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down. A pass for negative yardage, obviously no good. Maybe he shouldn't have thrown it, or maybe he shouldn't have caught it.
I think we were seeing it at the same time, weren't we? Maybe you let that one go, right? Because you can see the lost yardage about to develop. But that goes against every instinct of a receiver. They're taught to catch everything. So it's really hard to be mad at him and yell at him for trying to make that play.
Looking to throw on second down. Carr. And he's going to be dropped. Back at the 15-yard line. DeMarcus Lawrence in there yet again. What else is new as he continues to rewrite the record book in single-season sacks.
Get down.
On third and long, it's Carr. And this is caught. It's Cooper. A terrific job there to keep him out of the end zone. And now it'll be 4th and goal.
Looked like the screen pass was taken away there, and that was a nice job of improvising, but it's not normal. Usually when the screen pass is taken away, you're taught to just throw the ball at the ground at the feet of the receiver so that you don't get it intercepted and just start over, but he ended up finding another receiver.
And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here. So the Pigskin will move from the 2 down to the 1.
And I have not met an offensive line yet that doesn't think they can get it in from the 1-yard line on a running play.
I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this third quarter as he'll go for it on 4th down. Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? So they jumped on the left side of that line.
And you know when you're at the end spot, you are like in the starting blocks, waiting for the pistol to fire and go, and he jumped a little bit too early.
Still just the third quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on 4th. They come out here in the eye. And Carr's going to keep it himself. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Derek Carr taking it in. And the Raiders make some inroads here on that deficit. Sebastian Janikowski on for the PAT. Just about to say he hadn't missed an extra point all season, but there it is. His first miss, no good. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. The Cowboys offense heading back out and ready to go again. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Watch left. He's right there. Come on, let's go.
And he got blown up on that play. Back at the 20. That's going to go as a loss of 6, and it'll set him back for second down.
Well, Brandon, pace comes into play now because they've got the advantage. They've got the football, but they've got to be very careful about what speed they're going to play. You know, my music teacher back in New Paltz, Mrs. Bythema Bagley, used to say, don't go prestissimo when you really want to go largo. And what she meant by that is don't go too fast when you really want to go at a nice, slow, deliberate pace.
I am speechless. I am without speech. He'll run it here with Smith. And he'll lose yardage on this one back to the 13. He went backwards 7 yards, setting up a tough third down. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the fourth quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long. They'll try the sweep with Elliott. A big hit. Knocked down sideways. That'll make it fourth down after a loss of 1. Finally, defensively, they have a little clip to show positive for actually stopping him running the football.
It's been a really long night for them, hasn't it? So they got a little bit of a win there, but let's face it, the vision that he's had running the football has carried his feet to the open spaces and the big yardage all night long.
It'll be a 51-yard punt that time. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The Raiders offense now, they trot back out. They start the drive with Lynch. And he'll push this forward only to about the 42-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
But you know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
Every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. To throw on 2nd down. Carr. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden a secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
Throwing his Carr on 3rd down. And he fires one, but incomplete.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open, and this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete. And now before they run this 4th down play, we're going to get a timeout. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this 4th quarter. A critical one here if they're going to have any shot at this thing. So they'll go for it on 4th down. Now Carr, got to have this one. And this is going to be incomplete. The Raiders try it on 4th down, but to no avail. And Dallas, they'll take over in terrific field position. Now the Cowboys offense heads back onto the field. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of 1st downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here.
Double tight, guys, double tight. Here we go.
10th carry now for Elliott. Room here to run. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. Give him 11 yards that time and a new set of downs.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the fourth as it was way back in the first, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
And a new set of downs here after picking up the first on the ground. They go to Elliott again. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. Second down and a little ways to go here. 2nd and 13. The give is to Elliott. Pretty nice, aggressive run there before being brought down just inside of the 30. So they get half of what they needed. It'll be 3rd and 6 upcoming.
But you've got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball because they were in a 2nd and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to 3rd and manageable with that run.
On 3rd down, Elliott. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. He loses 5 full yards to bring up 4th.
Hey, a lot of points have been scored in this game, but what a nice play by the defense. Stepping up on that one, maybe they'll get things going in their direction after a play like that.
And his kick is good. Didn't hit it all that well, but he got enough on it to put it through. And they're well on their way now as the lead grows even larger. So it's 3 more points, and that widens things out even further here in the 4th.
Hey, in this league, you can never have too much. So if you're in range, grab the 3 whenever you can.
And some space here. Cordell Patterson, 30, 10. And the Raiders are in for 6. Touchdown. Cordell Patterson, his first touchdown on the year. And the Raiders get a score closer. Still down very big on the scoreboard, but a little feather in their cap here.
And it's a big-time play, and if you don't get energized after a kick return, well, then your team just doesn't have any spark. We'll find out if this is the start of a big comeback or just cosmetics as we go along.
Throwing now is Carr. Under pressure now, and he's going to go down. Sacked back around the 8. So let's try this again. After the kick return TD, here's yet another kickoff. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Here's the Dallas offense now heading back out onto the field. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this.
And I think the ball's out. And the Raiders pick it up.
Well, maybe it hasn't exactly been a Rembrandt, but they've been mistake-free to this point and finally coughed it up. I don't think it's going to cost them the game. They should be fine. But, boy, they're going to hate that, going back and watching tape and being able to say we were that close to achieving our goal of 0 turnovers during the game.
A little blemish, but as you say, still comfortably in command. Really nice starting field position here for the offensive unit. So after the fumble recovery, it's Carr. Over the middle, Cooper with it. And he's going to get this one down right to the edge of the red zone of the chalk of the 20. A good pick up there of 20 yards. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to push his way down to about the 12. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short.
Some runs are blocked so well, you almost forget that someone has to carry the ball to gain the yardage. The leverage by the offensive line to create space up front, really well done.
They'll run again with Lynch, and they'll lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to lead to a third down. Carr gives to Marshawn, and he'll fight his way down right around the 12. Just a yard on the run there, and that's going to bring us to a fourth down.
How about the fellas with the stars on the side of their helmets rising up on defense? We always hear about the Cowboys' rushing offense. Their rush defense is pretty good as well, I think, because they're so cohesive. Defensive line, linebackers really work well together.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. Clive Walford, his third touchdown now on the year. And the Raiders make some inroads here on that deficit. And they'll get set here looking for the two-point conversion. Here's Carr to throw. And he whips that one incomplete there. Tough there. Good pass. Hit the hands. He just couldn't bring it in.
And every receiver's coach everywhere. Seeing that play, focus, focus, focus. Watch it all the way in and tuck it away.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. And a fumble last time. Ball security. Talk about it all the time in the National Football League. They've got to be better at it on this drive.
Don't you think that when every team gets together for the first time, I don't care if it's OTAs, mini camps, first day of camp in the regular season, ball security comes up about what, the second sentence of the coach's address?
And those are so many drills focus on that. All
the time, and they do drills to make it even tougher to simulate game situations. Doesn't always work out, though.
In motion here is Witten. Now a play fake here on first down. And down he goes. Brought down a Raider sack. Time for a break. We'll come back and see this one out after this. Throwing here, Prescott. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
The Cowboys on third down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 16. Now Prescott. Complete to Jason Witten. And he'll be taken down just shy of the 40. It's a gain of 20 and picking up the first.
There's a completion to the tight end, and I think that we're looking at something out of central casting, frankly.
Absolutely.
I mean,
size, the hands.
Speed, can flat out run. You put that whole package together, you light up the eyes of an offensive coordinator, don't you?
And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Right, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah.
Not an actual player. Not a chance at all. Way easier said than done.
second down. Prescott again. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. Prescott to throw it. Fights loose. And this is caught, but I don't think he stayed in bounds. No, he didn't. It's incomplete. The throw took him past the boundary, and it's fourth.
Sometimes the coverage is so good, no matter what you're doing on offense, you just can't shake anyone free. They try their best to find someone open, but they took away every passing alley, every angle, and shut the play down.
And this will depend on the spot as it sails out of bounds, and they'll say it sailed out at the 10-yard line. And now Oakland ready to take the field. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time. But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. Now with the play clock down to 2, we're going to get a timeout here, as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. Throwing on first down is Carr. His throw incomplete. The big tight end, Clive Walford, the intended target. And it's second down.
When I watched that play, I thought about what my coaches had told me in the past. The biggest teaching point, get your head around. Locate the football so you can make a play on it while it's in the air. That's exactly what he did there. That was nice.
Carr again here on 2nd and 10. And he almost intercepted it. They haven't picked a ball off yet. That probably should have been their first. And it's third down now. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Incomplete pass on second down. Let's see what the offense draws up here on third. So the D-line's going to spread out. To throw on third down. Carr finds Roberts left side. And a big collision there as he winds up flat on his back at the 23. Give him 12 yards that time and an Oakland first down. And the offense lining up 1st and 10. Again, they'll throw with Carr. And a scary incompletion, almost picked off. It would have been their first INT of the game. Instead, second down.
Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum, big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense that fell harmlessly to the ground. To throw is Carr. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. Well, you won't hear any boos from this home crowd on that call.
No, not at all. And it's been a long day for this crowd waiting for this game. It's been a long evening as well. Finally, they feel they got a call.
Carr now on first down. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete. Well, not to get too overcritical there because he knows what he's doing, but his shoulders looked a little off kilter there when he threw that.
I don't think you're being overly critical there. You're just analyzing it, and he gets those shoulders right. That pass would go from incomplete to complete.
Back to the air on second down. It's Carr. Over the middle, Amari Cooper. It's complete. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down.
One of the selling points of the end route is it gives the quarterback a really nice sight line to his receiver and almost on a direct shot able to throw the ball into the middle of the field and have a great chance of success as they did on that play. Tight end has become a bigger and bigger part of the passing game in the NFL, but if you drop the football, that position can get swapped out with a wide receiver in that spot, a running back in that spot. There are other ways they can go if you're not going to catch the ball.
And that's not just his first drop, his second drop of the game. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on fourth down. They're going for it. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. He finds Roberts, complete. It'll be a pickup of 4, and that'll be good for an Oakland first down. Now a second timeout called for by the defense. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this fourth quarter of play. On first down, Carr. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. Cooper was the target there, and now it's second down.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. Carr will try it again on second down. And that'll be incomplete with 11 seconds remaining now.
Oh, man, for him to be that wide open and drop it, sometimes you have just too much time on your hands, right? You end up thinking way too much, and your hands get shaky.
And, yes, he's a tight end, but that's a catch he should have made. And on third down, a nickel formation here defensively. Carr to throw again. And that is incomplete. 7 seconds remaining.
Well, we're not playing 3 yards in a cloud of dust football anymore. I kind of get why those old school coaches sometimes didn't want to throw the football. Because if it's popped up in the air, it almost turns into slow motion. And both sides trying to get to the football, and you're holding your breath wondering whether it's going to go good or bad for your team.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on fourth down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. The Raiders do snap it. It's Carr. And he comes back with one complete. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. Charles, we saw a lot of points.